thank you, Your Excellency, and all our distinguished guests for making this special moment.
Me, the gentleman was supposed to be with Shashri, I think, Tashkent.
Mungo, Sri Adarsh Shastri, former legislator and social entrepreneur, Dr. Aishwarya Pandit, distinguished scholar, and Sri Shekhar Gupta, renowned journalist and commentator, who will offer their perspectives on the book's central themes, Shastriji's enduring legacy, and the intricate political landscape of his time. I first invite Sri Adarsh Shastri.
Thank you once again, and congratulations, Sanjeev Chopra ji, for an amazing achievement and an amazing book for the ages, for posterity. Honorable Governor Bihar, Arif Mohammad Khan Sahab, Ajay Chaudhary ji, Dr. Aishwarya Pandit ji, K.N. Shrivastava ji, Shekhar Gupta ji, Sunil Shastri ji, Meera Shastri ji, members of the audience. It is an honor for me to be here today, as Sanjeev ji mentioned, to cut short my visit to Calcutta and be here and try and fill in shoes of my father Anil Shastri ji, which are anyway very big. And on top of that, try and comment on my grandfather Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, in front of whom I think I do not stand a chance in size. But I had the opportunity of going through the book, of reading the book, and I was amazed at the detailing, at the clarity, at the level of articulation which I have never seen as yet on a book on Shastriji for sure. And I was born much after Shastriji passed away, heard so much about him from my father, from Sunil Shastriji, from my grandmother. But I think Sanjeev Chopra ji's book has brought about a new light on Shastriji's life, which I think is extremely, extremely relevant for the times to come. It is actually amazing that for a person, for a statesman who passed away almost 60 years back, the relevance that Shastriji's thought, the relevance that Shastriji's ideals, the relevance of his vision still rings true after so many years of his passing. And more importantly, with such a short stint of just about 19 months, he was able to leave an imprint on India, on our history, on our country's fabric, which will be remembered for ages. And I think Sanjeev ji has beautifully captured that emotion and those facts and figures and the amount of research that has gone into the book. I truly believe that Sanjeev ji, you need an outstanding salute from all of us here to have been able to bring out so much facts and so much information about Shastriji, which a lot of us in the family also had no clue about. What is also amazing is, and like mentioned by Shrivastava Sahab also, a lot of information is available about Shastriji from his ministerial and prime ministerial time. But what shaped the mettle of that man is something which was not available for any of us. And I think Sanjeev ji has done a great favor to all of us and for generations which are going to come after us, for students of history, of politics, of public policy, and people of India in general and the world, who have been able to come out with information and light of a person who shaped India's destiny with over just 19 months as Prime Minister. When Shastriji became Prime Minister, India was going through tumultuous times, dark time. We were facing crisis on the food front, crisis on the external border front, crisis on the global front. And a man who was even shorter than where I stand in front of you. Maybe he was 5 feet 2 inches, and was pretty much regarded very lightly, possibly by media and by the international forums, was able to prove himself in those 19 months of his decisive leadership, and the foundation of many of these things which we now come to acknowledge as a given which happened during his time. The idea of self-reliance, the idea of Make in India, the idea of not being dependent and being aligned, multi-aligned, whether it is to other global powers or whether it is within the country, is something that we discuss in classrooms, we discuss in newspaper editorials today. But I think he lived that during the times that he was Prime Minister and during his various roles as Minister in the Government of India. And Sanjeev ji has beautifully captured those emotions, and I congratulate and commend him for this amazing piece of work that he has brought out. And I really was touched by reading so many of those episodes and chapters which pertain to his early life, what made those difficult choices at that time, coming from a very, very simple and a very, very humble background. And from there to be able to rise to the office of Prime Minister with sheer determination, humility, is something which I think is for all of us to not only acknowledge, but for all of us to really try and understand. I think through the book, not only have we all learned about Shastriji, but I think also a lot about the power, the inspiration behind him. Lalita Shastriji, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, Shastriji's mother, and a lot of the steel in him could have only have happened with the active support of his mother and his wife. And that also Sanjeev ji has brought out very beautifully in the book. And I keep hearing a lot of anecdotes about Shastriji from elders at home, from my grandmother in the past, and a lot of it has been mentioned by Sanjeev ji in the book as well. And a couple of things which are mentioned in the book, and which I have some bit information on, was like when you mentioned about his visit to Anand. Shastriji was such a pragmatist that when he wanted the Amul story to be replicated across India, he asked Dr. Kurian to set up this Amul experiment, and NDDB was formed. And I think my father or my uncle told me this, that when he said, he asked Kurian to head the NDDB and come to Delhi, and he said, I have only one condition. And Kurian said to Shastriji that I have only one condition, and the condition was that the National Dairy Development Board should not be headquartered in Delhi, but it should be done in Anand. Because when Shastriji asked him why, Kurian Sahab replied that a lot of work that gets undone or doesn't get done by being in Delhi, but I will be able to accomplish a lot of work here in Anand. And that evening itself, the decision was made to headquarter the National Dairy Development Board in Anand. And many such instances, and this one last snippet about Shastriji, and his wit, which I always remember, and I find it to be very inspirational. Though it was made as a witty statement when he was going to Tashkent for the peace accord with Pakistan. But he was asked, and I'm sure those who were close to him and worked with him would have known this. But I believe Sanjeev ji, a lot of press people at Palam Airport then asked him that you're going to Tashkent to meet and sign an agreement with Ayub Khan, the President of Pakistan. And Ayub Khan is 6 feet 2 inches tall, and Shastriji was 5 feet 2 inches. And Shastriji was asked that how are you going to talk and how are you going to finalize an agreement with Ayub Khan, who's 6 feet 2. And Shastriji smiled, and his own demeanor of self-respect and wit replied कि जब मैं अयूब खान से बात करूँगा तो मैं सर उठा के बात करूंगा और वो सर झुका के बात करेंगे. So that I think is the beauty what Sanjeev ji has beautifully brought out in this book. And once again, congratulations on my behalf, on behalf of the entire Shastri family, on behalf of my father Anil Shastri ji, my uncle Sunil Shastri ji. Very, very deeply honored and a great sense of gratitude for bringing out this book, which was in a much needed space for all of us to understand about Shastriji. And the amazing thing is that the more young people I meet, those who were born much after Shastriji passed away, the more the interest about Shastriji's life and times, and this will serve as an inspiration for many to rise in the service of our country. Thank you, Sanjeev ji. Thank you once again.